Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Fork. In this video we are going to speak about Bitcoin. Why is actually Bitcoin so special? What is so special in this cryptocurrency and why this might be our future, why it might be our globalization, and everyone should hold at least 0.5 Bitcoin in his own wallet. We're going to speak about the national currencies, we're going to speak about inflation, about the Bitcoin halvings, and about where to buy Bitcoin. But the most important thing that we will speak in this video, this is the value of Bitcoin, the real value, because I want to share with you a story from my life. This morning I just spoke with one of my partners who spoke about Bitcoin. Actually, he's investing in Bitcoin for at least 1 year and he still don't know why Bitcoin is so valuable, and he just telling me that he want to make money. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm investing in cryptocurrency since 2016. I'm holding a Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of other cryptocurrencies. By the way, if you want to see a forecast about other cryptocurrencies, you can go to my channel. First of all, don't forget to click on the like and to the subscribe button in this channel. By the way, if you will have any questions after this video, don't forget to ask me in the comments below. So for me, this is very important to share with you my experience and why actually I'm holding Bitcoin, why I really believe in this cryptocurrencies, and why I believe that in the near future and maybe in even 1 decade I will still hold the same amount of Bitcoins and maybe even more. I will never, and why the most important thing, I will never sell my Bitcoin, because if you will see this video until the end, you will understand the real value of this asset, the real value of asset, and why this is the most valuable asset in the world. And yes guys, we are speaking about Bitcoins, and let's start with this video because this is the new revolution, and this is the revolution of the since the internet is actually coming to our world. This is our digital money, this is our digital gold, and yes guys, it's even much better than gold, and this is even much better than gold 2.0. But the most important thing, and before I'm actually starting with this video, this is very important to understand that Bitcoin is freedom. If you're holding a Bitcoin in your wallet, in your iPhone, in your Android, it doesn't really matter where you are holding these cryptocurrencies, you are only the owner of this currency. Very important, and I want to be clear, don't hold your Bitcoins on exchanges, because not your keys, not your Bitcoin. You can see in the descriptions, you can see a link to buy a Ledger wallet. Ledger is actually a wallet, a private wallet that no one have access to this wallet, and this is very important. But the most important thing, and why I'm always telling that for me the most important thing, that when I'm holding a Bitcoin, no one can tell me what to do with my money, and this is, I think, from my point of view, the most important thing, because there is no middleman. For example, I want to send to my friend Peter money. He is right now in Germany. In 5 minutes, I can send to my friend Peter this Bitcoin, and no one can stop this transaction. This is very important to understand. Of course, we are going to speak about the security of Bitcoin, and we are going to speak about total supply and demand, but just in few moments, guys, because for me the most important thing is to clear this point. When you are holding your Bitcoin, you hold freedom. No one can actually block your transaction. No one can steal your Bitcoin if you know how to hold your Bitcoins in your cold wallet, in your cold storage. No one can stop this transaction. For example, I want to give you a small example. You want to buy right now an apartment, let's say in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai. You want to buy an apartment. You want to transfer $1 million from your bank in Germany to Abu Dhabi. After 1 second, when you will make this transaction, the bank will call you and they will ask you about 1000 questions: why you are buying this apartment, who is the seller, are you sure that you want to send this money, from where did you have this money, how did you collect this money, are you sure for 100 percentages, etc, etc, etc. In the end of this conversation, they can even cancel your transaction, and they will tell you that this transaction is not secured and they are not allowing you to buy with your money that you work for an apartment. And this is actually Bitcoin. There is no middleman. There is you and the second wallet. There is no middleman. The only middleman, this is Bitcoin miners that we will speak about them, that actually they are accepting all the transactions. And this is very important because I am the man. I am the king. I am the owner of my money. For me, as someone who is invested in Bitcoin in 2016 when the price was about $500, that I am the only owner of this money and no one can ever touch my money and tell me what to do with my money. That is the most important thing for me. The next part is actually the Bitcoin white paper in 2009. Someone that his name is actually Satoshi Nakamoto, maybe this is even a group of people, no one knows who is Satoshi Nakamoto, is actually published this white paper. In this white paper, if this is very important for you, you can write in Google Bitcoin white paper and you will see how the transactions are working, how this proof of work, this is actually how the mining is working, how the hash rate is working, and how the blocks in the Bitcoin blockchain is actually working, how the network is working, and etc, and etc. You can see all the information and verification, how the verification is working. The most important thing that when the block is actually confirmed, no one can change, no one can cancel the transaction. And actually this is one of the most important things, and this is how the Bitcoin is working. The second thing that I spoke with my partner this morning, that he told me that, look, you can't buy nothing with this currency in your country. For example, you can't go to the store right now in Germany and buy a bread, a water, a bottle of water. You can't buy a Coca-Cola, you can't buy a sandwich with a Bitcoin. And then actually the things that I told him is actually shocked him. Do you know that since 1971 there is no backed currency in the world? Like the US dollar is actually was, in order to print new US dollars, the Central Bank of United States of America, the Fed, will must have a gold that will compare to this currency. Since 1971, actually the United States of America printing money like a crazy, and there is nothing behind the currency. The only thing behind the currency, the only thing behind the United States of America currency that actually called the dollar, this is your belief that actually this paper, guys, this is just a paper, that behind this paper that actually you can see 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, maybe with the crazy inflation that we have right now in the world, there will be even a paper that you will see $500. The only thing that actually standing behind this paper, this is your belief, and this is the belief of the guy that working in the shop and actually accepting this paper, just a paper with a letters, with a numbers of 500, in God we believe, and $100, and this is the only thing, and this is the only reason why you can buy again with this paper, that there is nothing behind this paper. And this is very important to understand, and this is the thing why Bitcoin is so special, because there is a miners and there is million of US dollars that actually backed behind the Bitcoin, and we will speak about that just in few moments. By the way, with the time, more and more countries are actually accepting Bitcoin. I'm just letting you know that in El Salvador, for example, you can buy a bread, you can buy a water with your Bitcoin. Of course, this is not the reason why Satoshi Nakamoto, the person or the group, is actually invented actually Bitcoin in 2009, but Yes, guys, in El Salvador, this is a currency that you can buy with bread, Coca-Cola, bottle of water, sandwich. Even in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, for example, in these cities, you can buy apartment with your Bitcoin. I have a friend that went to Abu Dhabi just about 2 months ago, yeah, and he bought an apartment with a Bitcoin that equals to few hundred of thousands of US dollars just in 5 minutes. Sign up on a wallet, on a paper and a wallet, sign up on a contract, send his Bitcoin to the owner, to the builder. He's actually sent his Bitcoin. In 5 minutes, the deal was signed up. Very, very simple, very, very simple. And there is no one that's standing behind me and behind the builder that actually building, making these buildings, these apartments, and that actually the bank that will ask you a lot of questions. I am the owner, I am the king. And yes, guys, when you are owning Bitcoin in your own wallet, in your cold wallet, and this is very, very important, you are the only owner of this money. Let's look at this historical snapshot from 2013. 5 May of 2013 is actually, you can see the price of the Bitcoin was 115, the total supply. And please do not forget that there is a limited supply for the Bitcoin of just 21 millions. Of course, we are going to speak about that, but believe in the first cryptocurrency that actually invented in 2009. This is the things, and this is why the price of the Bitcoin will always go to the upside. Of course, this is not a financial advice, but in just in few moments, I will tell you why I think that the price of the Bitcoin might be even 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. And guys, sky is not the limit for Bitcoin, because, and we will speak about the reasons in few moments. Again, if you are watching this video, just try to understand the value of this asset that actually called Bitcoin, because a lot of people, and even my partner that actually investing in Bitcoin, not for the first year, is actually don't know the real value of Bitcoin. And this is the reason for this very, very important video. Now, other people are actually telling that Bitcoin will never a payment method. Guys, Bitcoin not a payment method. Bitcoin, this is a store of your money, a store of your value. When you are actually holding Bitcoin, you are holding your money, no one else holding your money. And when you, for example, want to went to your money to another country, for example, let me give you a very, very simple example. For example, you have 1 million US dollars in your bank account, and you want to, for example, fly to other country to buy an apartment. How you can make it? First of all, you can go to your bank and ask your bank to make this transfer, but then again, you will have a lot of questions. Why you are doing that? Who is the person? Why you are sending this money? Why, etc. and etc. And the second thing, if you want to move a cash 1 million US dollars, first of all, this is very dangerous, because someone can steal your money and then your money will never go back. And guys, 1 million US dollars, this is a lot of papers. Again, guys, a lot of papers. This is very important to understand that $1 million, this is a lot of papers. But $1 million in Bitcoin, this is just a number on your screen. You can take your phone to other country. You can take your cold wallet, your ledger, your Trezor, or other cold wallets to other country. No one will never know that you have $1 million on your phone, for example, and there is no dangerous, and you are the only person that holding the money. So yeah, it's right that you can buy an apartment in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, for example, but actually you should wait in about 10-15 minutes for approval for the transaction. But the main reason for Bitcoin, this is the store of value. And this is why a lot of people are actually speaking that why you should put your money in Bitcoin or you should put your money in gold. Guys, from my point of view, again, not a financial advice, and nothing that I'm changing and nothing that I'm saying on my channel is a financial advice. But if you want to hold your money, if you want to hold, from my point of view, gold 2.0, gold that there is no actually problems with this gold. It is very simple to transfer your money. This is very simple to transfer your Bitcoin because there is a limited supply, and this is why I'm telling that Bitcoin, this is like a gold. This is a virtual gold that's very simple to buy. For example, if you want right now to buy 100,000 in gold, how you are making that? You need to take your car, you need to buy this 100,000 of gold, and where you will store it. The most important thing, and this is why Bitcoin, guys, is so simple, because you can store your Bitcoin, your even 5, 10, 100 million of dollars in Bitcoin, and they will be only yours, and no one can steal your money if you know how to hold your cryptocurrency. Let's go to the other part of this video, and this is why actually this part is why Bitcoin have a crazy value. From my point of view, Bitcoin is the most valuable asset, guys, in the world. And of course, Bitcoin halvings, why actually the Bitcoin supply is going lower and lower every moment. So let's speak about Bitcoin halving. What is actually a Bitcoin halving? In front of your eyes, you can actually see a table of how much Bitcoins. This table, you can see how much Bitcoin is actually. There is new Bitcoins every 10 minutes. Every 4 minutes there is an event. Let's start from the beginning. Every 4 years there is a event that called Bitcoin halving. It means that every 4 years in average, every 10 minutes there are more and more Bitcoins that actually they are going to the world. They are actually invented by half less than it was 4 years ago. I will show you an example. I know that it might be a little bit confusing. We will speak about the halving event, of course, in few moments. So we can see that in 2009, every 10 minutes invented about 50 Bitcoin went to the world. 2010, 2011, 2012, and in 2013, every 4 years, the halving is actually happened. It means that every 10 minutes there is new 25 Bitcoins, not 50 as it was until 2012. Right now, in 2013, it's already 25 Bitcoin. In 2016 happened the second halving, and look what happened. Surprise, surprise. It was 25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes, and right now this is just 12.5. And what it means that more and more people are actually hearing about Bitcoin. More and more people want to hold Bitcoin, but there is less and less Bitcoins, new Bitcoins every 10 minutes. Another very important thing, this is that actually a lot of people are losing their Bitcoin. How it's actually happening? They are losing their own wallets, and this is why I'm telling you guys, hold your keys, learn about crypto, learn how to hold crypto, because this is very important, guys, because there is about 4.5 million of Bitcoin that actually lost. People bought this Bitcoin in 2011 when Bitcoin was worth nothing, and actually they lost this wallet because this wallet was in about $1,000 and they just lost this wallet. Of course, right now in 2023, 2024, this is already few millions of US dollars, but people are losing their Bitcoin. People don't know what they are doing and they are losing Bitcoin. It means that the total supply of the Bitcoin is 21 million, but if you are losing your Bitcoin, you might lose your Bitcoin forever. And this is why there is even less than 21 millions of Bitcoins. And now let's speak if all the millionaires around the world will have a mission to hold one Bitcoin. This is impossible mission because there is more than 21 millions just in United States of America, by the way. And this is why I'm telling you guys that even if you hold 0.1 Bitcoin, 0.5 Bitcoin, and yes guys, if this is a lot of money for you, then actually make it a mission. Every month, every 2 months, buy $100. Buy a Bitcoin. You don't must have at least one Bitcoin in your wallet. You can buy 0.00001 Bitcoin. All right. So you don't have to hold a one Bitcoin in your wallet. And this is why this is so special. So we spoke about the supply, and let's speak about the demand. In front of your eyes, in front of the screen, you can see this blue candles. These blue candles, this is actually the Bitcoin halving. Look what happened. 2012 Bitcoin halving, bull run. 2016 halving, bull run. 2020 halving, bull run. 2024 that will come in the near future, halving and bull run. And this is very, very important. By the way, look at the chart. 2032, every 10 minutes will be just 1.56 Bitcoins every 10 minutes, but the supply, the total supply, will be 98% of all the Bitcoins that actually will go to the world. And this is very important. Hold your Bitcoin, guys. I will always hold my Bitcoin, because the only thing that I can actually exchange my Bitcoin, this is just for new apartment, not for a new watch, not for a new Bugatti, not for a new iPhone. I will only buy more and more Bitcoins, because Bitcoin, this is the most valuable asset in the world. So let's speak about miners, about these people that actually spending hundreds of millions of US dollars. And for all these people who is actually telling that there is no value behind the Bitcoin, first of all, the most important value, this is that you are the holder of your money, and no one can take your money, and no one can actually tell you what to do with your money. But the second thing, this is the miners that spending millions of US dollars, hundreds of millions of US dollars, in order to mine Bitcoins. In front of your eyes, in very simple words, hash rate, this is actually how much people, how much power there is for the Bitcoin miners. You can see in front of your eyes, for example, in 2011, the Bitcoin hash rate in front of your eyes was 2.6 hash rate terahashes. You can see that, for example, in 2014, the hash rate was 17,000 terahashes. You can see that actually the hash rate is always going to the upside. It doesn't mean that when the price is going to the downside that something bad will happen to the hash rate. You can see that all these people that, believe me, they know what they are doing. They are investing hundreds of millions of US dollars in cryptocurrency. They are investing hundreds of $1,000,000 for mine new Bitcoins. The miners, they are making the security for the Bitcoin blockchain. They are securing Bitcoin. They are making more and more blocks every 10 minutes. And this is very important, that more miners, they will get less Bitcoins, and every 4 minutes there is a 50% less Bitcoins that actually going to the world. Just imagine how much money and how much belief you should have in Bitcoin in order to invest hundreds of millions of US dollars. And you can see that even the all-time high of the Bitcoin was when the price was 69,000, and the price right now is 30,000. But you can see that the Bitcoin hash rate is actually hitting all-time highs in average every month. It means that more and more people, more and more companies buying ASICs, more and more people are actually mining Bitcoin. People, and this is not a simple people, this is companies that investing hundreds of millions in Bitcoin mining. Let me show you just a small example of how mining and how much people and how much companies and phones are actually investing in Bitcoins. In front of your eyes, you can see a news about Vanguard investment in Bitcoin mining firms Marathon and Riot approach $620 million US dollars. So you can see that Vanguard investment is actually invested in Bitcoin mining companies about $620 million. By the way, these companies are actually traded on Nasdaq. You can see that the Marathon, this is ticker MARA, MIRA, and Riot blockchain, this is actually Riot. This is the ticker of Riot. You can see the crazy volatility. People and big companies, big funds are believe in mining, and mining, this is the most important thing. And again, guys, if someone is telling you that there is no value behind Bitcoin, all right, so tell him, if there is no value behind Bitcoin, provide me a 1 Bitcoin, make 1 Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is nothing, Bitcoin is an air, and Bitcoin is so simple to make, then give me 1 Bitcoin, make it simple. And guess what? They don't know even that there are miners for Bitcoin, and they know these people that don't think that there is any value for Bitcoin, they don't know the value of Bitcoin, they don't know that miners are investing hundreds of millions of dollars in order to make this Bitcoin that every 4 years have a halving event, and every 4 years there is less and less supply that actually coming to the world for Bitcoin. But guess what? There is more and more demand, and more people are actually entering to the market. Supply and demand game, guys. If there is more demand, less supply, guess what? The price is going to the upside. And guess what, guys? More and more people will see videos like this, that will subscribe my channel, they will click on the like button in order to see the most important news about the market, and they will really understand the value of Bitcoin. They will buy Bitcoin, and the price will go always to the upside. Don't forget about the value, about the freedom, about what is actually happening in our world. Don't forget that there is nothing backed the US dollars. The Federal Reserve is actually printing money like crazy. They don't have any limits, but there is a limit for Bitcoin. Don't forget about that Bitcoin, this is the gold 2.0, that's very simple to hold, very simple to transfer, and actually have a very crazy value, that you are the owner of your money. And the most important thing, that there is a limited supply, and there is an algorithm that just making like that. Every 10 minutes was 50 Bitcoins, every 10 minutes was 25, 12.5, 6.5, and the next halving will be 3.12. Don't forget about that more and more people are investing hundreds of millions of US dollars, and even when there is a bearish market and the market is going to the upside, people are making more and more hash rate. In simple words, more and more people are actually believing Bitcoin and investing hundreds of millions of US dollars in order to create new Bitcoin, in order to hold more Bitcoin in their own hands. And this is why, from my point of view, Bitcoin is the most valuable asset in the world, and Bitcoin will only go to the upside. Of course, not a financial advice, but just think about it. Limited supply, people are losing their Bitcoin, more and more miners, more and more power you need to have in order to make more Bitcoin, the Bitcoin halvings, and a lot of things, guys. By the way, if you have any questions, don't forget to ask me in the comments below. The last part of the video, this is how to buy Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin on the biggest cryptocurrencies exchange, Binance. You can see the links in the comments below, in the descriptions. With our link, you can get up to 10% discount on fees on Binance when you are trading. And of course, the second cryptocurrency exchange, the second biggest cryptocurrency exchange, this is Bybit. On Bybit, with our link, you can trade, you can buy Bitcoin, and you will get a bonus. By now, this is up to 5,000 US dollars that will be on your bonus when you are registered with our link and you are making a deposit. Of course, this is not money that you can withdraw, but this is money that you can trade with, and of course, to make money. Guys, thank you very much for watching my video. My name was CryptoFork. My channel is about crypto. My channel is about technical analysis. My channel is about news. If you are new to crypto, don't forget to click on the like button and on the subscribe button. Thank you very much. See you in the next cryptocurrency video. Bye bye.